My name is George Tsampas. I come from the island of Crete, Greece. Hello, the Supreme Master SMCHIA International Association. We thank you so much for every help. Every little help is welcome, and every contribution is most needed for these people in need. Thank you very much. And one more thing, every nation in history, they were refugees. The Greeks were refugees, the Australians were refugees, every nation, Southeast Asia or all over the world. So we have to think this, we have to feel how they thought and how they were helped, and even if they were not helped them, we have a duty to help them. I came here as a scout, but because there's no scout mission, because I want to stay for a month, I volunteered with the VCA, Volunteer Coordination Agency, and I'm here for a month. I'm leaving in 10 days.
And what have you seen so far? Like, what do you actually do here?
Okay, VCA does food distribution, cloth distribution. We're here in the night, so when they come in the night with the boats, we give them blankets, baby food, we give them diapers, any small needs, we provide shower gels in the showers, so any small details we try to give.
So when do the refugees come here? Do they come straight from the boats?
The process is as follows. The refugees come, they go to Moria, they get registered, and after Moria they get registered. Every volunteer must have a card when they are in the camps, so it's the identity card, sort of. And to be a volunteer you must have vaccinations, especially hepatitis and typhoid. That's what the requirements are. So the process, when the refugees arrive here, they go to Moria, they register to Moria, and then the Syrian, Afghans and Iraqis, they come here, the families, because you have two kinds of refugees. You have a refugee status and no refugee status. So the refugee status are the Afghans, the Iraqis and the Syrians, because they recognize as refugees. The others, although they're refugees, officially from the World Council, United Nations, they are not recognized refugees, unfortunately, so they cannot be here.
So what happens to them? Can they apply for asylum?
They cannot apply for asylum, that's a problem. The refugees, they can apply for asylum. The official non-refugees, they cannot apply for an asylum. It's a bit tricky situation because they arrive in Greece and they cannot get out of the country because other countries do not accept them. Now it's a bit difficult because the European Union, they say that they will provide the means to repatriate them back to their countries, but identification is very difficult.
So first they need to be identified, what country they're from.
Yes. In Moria there are translators from every Arab country, so with this process, even if they don't have any passports or IDs, through the language they identify. But there are many problems with that. For example, the Kurdish, they speak their own language. So although they should be refugees because they live in North Iraq, because they speak the Kurdish language, they cannot be identified without paper. If they don't have Iraqi paper, they cannot be identified as refugees. That's a small example, for example.
And so what happens here with the distribution of clothing? Like, what's the process here?
Yes, we have two tents. This tent, we have lots of smaller things like diapers, sleeping bags, we give the breakfast, aluminium containers to give them the food, and the other is the clothes. In the other tents is the clothes. So the refugees come to us, they tell us what they need. Unfortunately, we don't have so much stock because it depends on what we get, we can give. Sometimes we don't have things. So for example, we did not have any shoes for 2 weeks. So thanks to you, you brought some shoes, and thank you very much for your help. So now we have a good stock of shoes.
Fantastic. Is there anything else you'd like to say?
I just hope it's all this refugee crisis, in my opinion, it's in the beginning. So for example, I was reading some statistics this year from the 1st 20th of January. There were 15,000 refugees coming to Mytilene Island alone. Last year, in the whole of Greece, were 1,200 in the whole of Greece, refugees. So this summer, we expect the numbers to triple or quadruple. And the problem is that there is no means, there is no facilities, not enough food, not enough clothes, I'm really worried what will happen in the summer. I'm really worried.